Hello! So let's have a look at how a Tudor lady would get dressed, what she would wear, right from scratch. First of all, of course, there would be something called the chemise, which was an undersmock, also called a shift, which was like a linen underclothing, and that's what you would have washed basically when all your posh clothes were on top. Then you'd have the whalebone corset or stays. You may have also worn a hooped underskirt, that would have whaleboning too, and that is called the Spanish farthingale. The French farthingale was later. Over the top of that there would be what was called a bum roll. Then another layer of underskirts. On top of that would have been the whole complete dress, the underdress, and that was called a kirtle. Next, the oversleeves would have been pinned on. Not this bit, this oversleeve right up to the shoulder. Then pinned on extra underneath was what they called the foresleeve, and that goes there, you see, pinned on just underneath your top sleeve. After that, you would put a very nice overskirt that, you see, up there underneath is the kirtle and the underskirt, and this is the overskirt that goes over that. Then on top of that there was something here called the stomacher that was pinned on, or the plaque. Then on top of that, for modesty or a bit of warmth or just to cover up a while, you might wear this, and this was called the partlet. After all that, of course, you'd have to put on your hood. Underneath there you'd put your coif on first, and then over was called the box gable hood if you lived in Catherine of Aragon's time. If you lived in Anne Boleyn's time, you would be wearing this rounded one that showed a bit more hair, a bit more saucy, called the French hood. And that concludes your day's dressing as a lady. And then you have to take it all off again at night time and start again the following day. Happy dressing! If you've enjoyed another historical little story, do join me again next time. Till then, bye!